ready as I'm gonna be, friend.
Yeah.
I'm nervous. I'm sweating under here.
Are you ready then? That means you're ready. Nerves mean you're alive.
See, that's why I don't do on stage stuff though, because I be so nervous.
She just needs some dark ass shades.
How long should I wait?
You should go immediately.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know how long to wait. I'm like,
the way it sounds the best is as soon as I start fading it, you can start.
Just start talking.
And then I'll fade it out as you're talking.
Okay, try again. I'm like,
Episode 1.
take one. Okay, so this is Hyperspace with Ace. This is my first episode number 1. I got super dope guests here with me, but I want to tell you guys a little bit about hyperspace and what it means to me. Hyperspace, by definition, is something more than 3 dimensions. So that's 3 sides of something. Everybody that's going to be with me, and myself included, have more than 3 things we do, 3 titles, however you want to say it. We just do a bunch of dope shit. We have profanity, fly shit, funky shit, fashion shit, and a whole lot of other cool things. So today I have a dope guest, one of my brothers in art, Mr. Leno. Tell me a little bit, introduce yourself, sir.
Yeah. What up, though? Thanks for having me, Ace. This is a pleasure to be a part of this journey that you're embarking. First and foremost, shout out Bright Future. But I'm Leno. I'm an artist. I make dope ass music. I feel like it's like time for the type of music that I'm making. You know what I mean? So
Agreed.
I just appreciate this platform to be able to just speak to that today.
Besides music, what else do you do? What's your top 3 for your hyperspace?
What's my hyperspace?
Yeah.
Well, first and foremost, I'm a father. And then from then I'm a husband. And then from there I like to consider myself your friendly neighborhood Leno. You know what I mean? Like I just like to be available, you know what I mean, when I can be available. So I just like to be a neighborly guy, friendly guy, you know what I mean?
I can see that. I can see that in your music. I can see that in the way you hold yourself. Just the way, like, we met in Miami through, Bright Future Media and all of these dope, amazing people through Buggz, my big brother, Shout out to Bright Future Media for sponsoring this episode. Everything we have going on today, this building, the sound, the visuals, everything. Our relationship is because of Bright Future Media and Buggz. Facts. So that's one of the other dope people that I always want to give my flowers to. But because of that, I see now in you, you know what I mean? And we always had a dope connection right off top, whether it was no conversation or just it's around facts. Each other. Like, I got you. What do you need? You need this. I got that.
Yeah.
And I think that's so amazing in the industry that we have nowadays because people try to be too cool.
Facts.
And I feel like it's not about being cool. It's about being love, being light. And I put on here, your demeaning factors or determining factors. I put, artist, father. I put light guardian, bro.
Wow.
Because I feel like you're a protector and I feel like you are still a light worker, but I feel like you're guarding the light that people like me and some softer sides of people kind of like doing themselves.
Yeah, man, that's
so
heavy.
That's how I see you.
Wow,
so,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I think is really dope and what I want to bring, to my hyperspace.
Yeah. That's hard.
But besides who you are, what you do, I want to know where your inspiration really comes from. Like, not just for music, but for your relationships, fatherhood.
Yeah.
Like, just in your life.
Yeah. I think my inspiration comes from just the day-to-day life. Like, I hate to be, like, cliche when when I say this, but like kind of how Pac was. Like Pac was very Renaissance. I know they talk about Tupac, or they glorified in the sense of like thug life and all these things, right? Like just giving it negative connotation. But I feel like Pac was universal. You know what I'm saying? So the stories that he talked about weren't necessarily just his. He pulled from the things that he saw or the struggles inside of other people. And I just feel like I have an ability, a God-given ability to just be able to have an understanding for humans. You know what I mean? Like to like not be so critical. Yeah. Like I understand, not like you know what I'm saying? Like I understand we all flawed. And the thing about that is that like people either put on a mask to try to cover up their flaws because they don't want people digging into them, or they expose them, and then people don't know how to handle it properly, right? So I just try to be that not so much neutral, but just be on the side of understanding. And so that inspires me to create music, right? Like to be able to look,
relate with the people.
Yeah, because I look at myself, you know what I mean? I'll start looking at myself to be like, you know, what makes me relatable, right? Like what about
somebody out there somewhere is going to understand your story, whether it's pieces or the whole thing, right? You know, and they're gonna be like, wow, this song was made for me. It's like when people go to church.
Facts.
This was made for me. This message, Facts. They knew this was for me. And I think that's so dope. And I think that's so amazing. And like some of the things that we do every day in our hyperspace, you know what I mean? Big like, facts. For instance, the sleigh for today was done by Kys Creations. She did my makeup.
Right on. You looking good, girl.
And I wouldn't have had this connection if I didn't have that love and light, because I met her through somebody completely outside my circle, you know? So it's just like one of those things that if we are not judgmental of those around us, our network and our village, what I love to call my village, will grow so strong that it's undeniable. Like you can't mess with my village, because I can make a phone call and have everything handled.
Yeah, everything.
I don't have to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the plug is one of my big things in my logo. So it's like, if I don't got it, somebody I know do.
That's facts.
That's like the biggest part of my network, you know?
When you tapped into self like that, though, you know what I mean? You get all that back.
People just appreciate you being you.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you being you.
Yeah, right on.
And that's one of the main reasons that I'm like so excited that you're here for my first episode. You know, number one is kind of important in numerology. It's independence, it's freedom, it's strength, you know, it's determination.
Yeah.
It stand on its own. You know, there's nothing next to it.
Yeah.
But when you go further in and you have like 111, it's angel numbers, you know what I mean? Like all of those things come into play, and I think it's so amazing, because when I tell you I've been struggling and like working on doing more things for us, like without Bright Future, without Buggz, like I would have never had an idea to do a podcast.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a behind the scenes person. I'm a fashion designer. I'm a curator. I'm a bartender. I get so close to you, but I don't be in front of the stage. So it's like, I want to bring the ones who are on stage with me. Teach me something, you know? Like,
you know that word you just used, us, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of symmetry in that. I mean, or just, I don't know if I'm using the right word, but there's just a lot of things that just coincide with that, as far as like where I'm at in life, where the studio's at, where Buggz is at, like, and even with you. But the cool thing about that word is that it's inclusive, right? Yes. It's us. So then it's like only those who can identify with that are going to understand what the whole us thing is. You know, you get so many people who just moving on their own path, and it's like, if you want to get
I was like that for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I think all of us.
I just got into my 30s, and I just started to become about the collective.
Yeah.
Started to thinking about feeding those who have been feeding me, because for so long I was like, what can you do for me? What can you do for me? What can you do for me? You can't do nothing for me. I don't want to talk to you, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
That's right.
To protect your energy and make sure you're receiving what you deserve. However, I'm not trying to be out here to use people. I want to utilize you. I want to use your strengths while you're using mine. Yeah. And we both grow, you know?
Yeah, no, we should serve each other. I'm big on servitude.
Man,
you know
if I could buy a compound for us and you do this, you do that, I make the clothes, I would do that. Like, if y'all are into that, let me know.
That's community, though.
That's a real village. That's what I, like, aspire to have one day. You know, my own garden, picking my own fruit, like, bringing it to my people. No, you don't got to pay for it, because I got it like that.
Facts.
Like, let me feed you how you fed my soul. It might not be the same way. You might have invested in me, sponsored in me, you know, gave me ideas, motivational words, like even just being there to, you know, enjoy a little smoke sesh.
Yeah,
you know?
whatever it is.
Those things are important. I think those things are important with your village, with your people. It keeps it strong. Like, even if we don't see each other every day, or, you know, just tap in. Like, hey, bro, what's your website again? You know what I mean? Like, hey, what do you got this going on? So I want you to tell everybody your website, your follows, like, let them catch up with you.
Yeah, so you can find me at www.laneolang.com. That's LANEOLANG, all one word. You get all my information there. Now, as far as like socials, if you're big into social media, Instagram is gonna be the best way to find me.
Where's your music?
And all my music is either on. You can find me on Spotify at LANE-O, and the same with iTunes. You know, pretty much all of the streaming platforms. You can find me at LANE-O, and then the same on Instagram. It's like that's probably the biggest place for me to connect with people. So if you're looking to connect with me personally,
yeah, I love your website. I used your website as a skeleton, low key, to build
that's
mine.
Dope.
Because it's hard.
It is hard.
What I mean? It's hard to be multifaceted out here. It's hard to build your own website. It's hard to do all these things, and everybody, you know, like they want to go pay the subscription $20 a month and charge you $100 off top.
Yeah.
Like I get it. I respect it because it's your work. It's your art. But man, it be hitting me. You know, small businesses, self-employed, single mom. What's up? Like,
hey, one time for the single moms.
Man, one time for the parents, for parenthood.
Yeah, parenthood.
It's ghetto here, but I love it.
Yeah.
So, I want to play one of your songs. So I want you to pick. You know, we talked about the catalog and everything like that. All your videos, I think, are amazing. They're so real life. They're so like relatable. You're in a grocery store in one, you're in a car in another, you're fixing the same car in another one, you're, you know what I mean? You have your kids and your family, you're very transparent, and it's that real life, you know, multifaceted, and I love it. Like, you're not flashing money and having which is fun. You know, we do it. We went to Miami. We did the strippers. We had fun.
That's right.
Shout out to the Session HD. We did that.
Yeah.
And it's not all the time.
That's right.
But I be in the grocery store 2-3 times a week.
Yeah.
I be with them badass kids
in the car
every single day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Jumping
like,
up and down.
All of it.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I knew I could text you at 6:30 this morning to be like, get our day started.
Yeah. I've been up. You could hit me an hour before that, and I'd be like, what up?
Yeah,
what's
like,
damn, already?
So we got something to do today. Let's get going. I'll see you in 12 hours. What song you want to use?
Let's do Beautiful. I feel like that's a great song.
I love it.
Yeah, let's do that.
All praises to the Most High. Lord, I need you cause I'm so tired. Trying to feed the soul and let the flesh starve. Problem is, I don't know when to quit. I think I'm Brett Favre. Lord, grab the wheel before I earn hard. I'm feeling lost, trying to follow my heart. But that gets hard cause my dick got a pulse. Look, I ain't perfect, man, I know I got faults. But real is what I am, bruh. And I kick it by the boat like Sam's Club. Cause I too have done dirt and went to church to get my hands scrubbed. If I for true, then I too have forgot what I was sent to do. You feel me? The love I want from y'all, I need to have for myself. The love we want from this world, we need to show to each other. Need to tell someone you love them. You need to show someone you love them. I love you. The love I want from y'all, I need to have for myself. The love we want from this world, we need to show to each other. Need to tell someone you love them. You need to show someone you love them. I love you. Hey. Cover us with your cloth. The government's all flawed. The rich are all void. People are unemployed. Cousins killing your brother. Cops killing your cousins. Who's consoling your mother? Who's raising the baby? I hope it ain't the same streets that made his daddy go crazy. The cycle on repeat. Look, we was meant to fly. Don't let them keep you on your feet. I pray these words reach you. I pray you unlearn everything that the enemy tried to teach you to defeat you. Cause in God's eyes we all equal. I'd rather be my brother's keeper than his grim reaper. We all here for one reason. You feel me? The love I want from y'all, I need to have for myself. The love we want from this world, we need to show to each other. Need to tell someone you love them. You need to show someone you love them. I love you. The love I want from y'all, I need to have for myself. The love we want from this world, we need to show to each other. Need to tell someone you love them. You need to show someone you love them. I love you. Hey, I love you, you beautiful motherfucker. I love you, you beautiful motherfucker. I love you, you beautiful motherfucker. I love you, motherfucker. I love you, you beautiful motherfucker. I love you, you beautiful motherfucker. I love you, you beautiful motherfucker. I love you, motherfucker. Our Father who art in heaven, be my protection in this.
That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
You know, because
that was magic.
I like to cuss and I like to show love.
Yeah,
and I love you.
Yeah,
you, know,
you beautiful motherfucker.
You beautiful motherfucker.
You
like
my
what?
motherfucker.
That is my favorite.
Yeah.
And the fact that you really use the real homies.
Yeah.
You know, the
Big
real
talk.
squad,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
real people. I wanted to also know, like, you know, when we talking about people eating at our table and people sitting with us and being in our village, like, I want to know what, like, Leno thinks gets people deserving to sit at his table.
Yeah.
You know, say in that other video where you sitting at the head of the table.
Facts.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love it because y'all are really sharing a meal together.
Oh,
you know
man,
what I mean?
we ate good that day.
I look like it. You know what I'm saying? Look like it. And it was a beautiful setting. It was just natural chemistry. And it's the same people that we have in this other video.
That's
you know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you go to his YouTube, check it out. You know, look at the people, look at the context, look at the quality. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll see the pattern. But
Yeah,
I want
right
to know
on.
who's at your table and why.
Well, as far as like when it comes to me picking people or vetting people to sit at my table, I don't think I really do that, you know? Like I just,
Why not?
because it's just like the song, right? Like, you beautiful motherfucker. What that entails is just like how we all are flawed, right? You beautiful, but you're not perfect. You know what I mean? Like, but that doesn't mean that you're not perfect in the sense of like your beauty of your soul and who you are, like your intentions. So like, I like to lead by example. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a do as I'm saying, I'm do as I do kind of cat, right? So,
Which is very hard to find.
yeah. So,
And I personally appreciate that in a male because that gives me masculine energy.
yeah, you can have it.
Instead
yeah.
of, you know what I mean? Instead of giving that feminine, like, oh, well, if we want, if you can.
Yeah,
like,
no.
I need somebody, my type of attitude. If
Yeah.
you know me, you know. You cannot tell me what to do
Yeah.
unless you can tell me what to do. But then, again,
Or show me, more or less.
show me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
show
saying?
me.
I'm a hands-on type learner, too. I could read it. I could do it.
Yeah.
However you want to show me, I guarantee you I'm going to pick it up.
Yeah. So for me, it's the same thing, right? Like, I just live by an example. So everybody's welcome at my table or my house, right?
Love it.
But there's a set of rules that I follow that I'm going to portray. And if you can't match
So you
those,
have standards for your
Yeah,
table.
right.
Not necessarily rules.
it's standards, right? But it's not even a spoken standard. It's just like how I'm moving, right? Like how me and you met, and then it was like, boom, we clicked. Real, recognized real in a sense, right?
Common courtesy.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You sent your wife to me to come get a
Come on now.
you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
So
shout out to the wifey because she
One
got a
time wifey.
one of one custom
Yeah.
laced Ace mask.
yeah, she loved it. We loved it.
Yeah, made it by hand. Never did it before. They tested my gangster, and
Yeah.
I think I did pretty tight.
No, I think she did pretty tight too. So, but for me, it's like, look, these are the standards. You can come in or not. But
So
if you,
when people don't meet your standards, how do you politely ask them to leave your table?
I don't, they leave. You know what I mean? When you moving, when you done did it how you know you're supposed to do it.
When your energy is strong enough, I
Yeah.
completely agree. You can have somebody off-brand their own attitude, and I've done it. You know, I've had people around me to do it too. You know,
Yeah.
like when your energy and your love and you just glow so strong, people kind of like
if they can handle it, they gonna
they gonna shine with you.
yeah, they gonna
We'll
shine with you,
together.
or they gonna
We're
boost your
be brighter
shine, or they gonna
together,
learn to
for
shine.
Sure.
So it's like, this is my concept, right? It's like anybody's welcome, but you have to wipe your feet at the door.
I make them take their shoes off in my house.
Right. So it's like, but you don't have, I mean, if you want to come in here, you have to.
Yeah,
But you don't need to take your shoes off. You can not come in my house. So that's my
You
table.
can stand outside.
My table is like, okay, I want to be at this table, so I'm going to do what I need to do to be at the table. Just like I would do to be at Buggz' table. Like being a part of Bright Future Media, this is Buggz' table.
Yes.
But I feel like
and I've seen that grow, man.
you know
I
what
know
I mean?
you have.
So
Seen
it's
that
just
grow
like,
crazy.
I take my shoes off when I come to Buggz' table. I don't come here looking like,
wash my hands before I
why is
walk
this
in the
your
door.
rules, Buggz? I don't like these rules. Change this so I can come to your table. Like, what?
Low-key, it's disrespectful.
Very.
Like, this is my table. I'm inviting you to eat. You know, I'm providing the meals. I'm providing the silverware. I'm providing the fucking water.
Come on, everybody.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you sound like you quoted my song. Because in that same song, right?
Because it is.
That's what I'm
It's
talking
just
about.
like that.
The first line is that they'll show up to your birthday just to criticize
For
your
your
cake,
cake.
right? They'll pull up to your funeral yelling hip hip hooray. It's like,
And they
y'all-
only want, what is it? They only want your seat. They only want a seat at your table
if it's your seat, yeah. But
And
to get to
that's
where I'm
so
at, this wasn't
real.
free, yeah.
I have put in so many hours, and Buggz could protest for that. For other people's events, other people's profit, other people's pockets. Worked for free, promo, push. And then when it's time to reciprocate, you see who's real.
That's
you
right.
You see who's really like, dang, you know, like, not because I pushed theirs, but because they see my vision and they want it to come to life. And I'm such an advocate for that. I'm such a team. Like, what do you need? Do you need me to iron something today? Do you
Big
need me
talk.
to carry a box
Yeah.
today? Like, what is it? Because I want you to be successful. How can I make that happen?
That's right.
And there's not a lot of people like that. Like, there's not people like us
I mean-
all around. And obviously, in our tables, there are, which is so amazing to me. That
But that's
we,
what makes those people special to
Man.
you. You like, I know you special because I know what it takes to be at this table, right? I'm not above the rules of the table. Like, I gotta respect, even if you come to my table, I still gotta give you, I gotta be hospitable, right?
I
Like,
mean, I feel like that goes back to being a parent.
yeah,
you know?
that's it.
You know what I'm saying? Our parenthood lifestyles go into our lifestyles of other things because we have certain requirements we expect in our lives. Our children will uphold those in our presence and our absence.
Yep, that's right.
You know, like
That's
I said, parenthood is kind of ghetto. I still love it here.
Yeah.
Still love it here. Shout out to my son, Ace Deuce, you
oh
know.
boy, what's happening?
And it's one of those things that we cannot get any like guidance from, because there's no book.
Nope.
There's no book to our, like, there's books to our industry, but there's no books to like raising. My son is Malachi Ace. You know, there's no son to, you know,
No
book for
him.
that. No specialized, you know,
No.
he's a Virgo. He's loving. He's empathetic. Like,
And
I'm a
he's
Pisces.
growing. So he's
Man, changing every day.
Yeah, that's right.
Changing every day. And there's not just the side he gets from me, but there's the side he gets from his other side. You know, the attributes and the attitude and the physical features. Like, where do you get that from? Because that ain't me.
Yeah.
I see it. I see it in
But
you.
we're guides as parents. We're here to guide them. You know what I mean? Because I feel like you are, to an
It's
extent.
like we have to.
Just
pave the road.
help them mold that what we know they got in them,
And
like
I
both
feel
sides.
like we do that for each other in our environment, you know, just like shout out again to Buggz, because, you know, without him, I wouldn't be sitting right here. You wouldn't be sitting right here with me. And I would have never had the confidence or even the audacity to ask to be like, let me come in here and put myself on the mic, because I got some shit to say. I talk all this shit in the back.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be watching and peeping in the back. That's my favorite thing to do. But now I think it's about that time. You thought it was at that time, and I'm glad you thought it was that time too.
I
you
agree.
know, like to come.
I was
keep the
geeking when you
shit
said
with
you was doing it. I was like, what?
Yeah, and then it's just been like something that's been a topic, and it's like, man, what else can I do? How else can I expand myself? What other thing can I add to my belt? You know,
you're taking full advantage of life.
That's like the goals. You know, what are some goals that you got coming in?
Goals right now is trying to get this album done. Me and Buggz is working on a banger classic, entitled
Legendary.
entitled Us. Right.
Oh, word.
Yeah, heavy on the Us.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean that right now that's forefront for me, right? And then just all my visuals that go along with that. Like, I'm just ready to just start making more impact with people. Like, I feel like with music you can reach a broader spectrum of people. You know what I mean? Versus just day to day. You know, I want to build a. You know, really, I want my kids to have something like a map of.
You say that in your songs.
Who I
want my
was
kids to
and
be
who
able
I
to
am.
eat off me.
Yeah,
I
do.
Like,
and that doesn't even just mean in the sense of financial. I want them to be able to eat off what my knowledge was, so they can take that with them. You know what I mean? And
my daddy taught me.
Yeah,
my mama taught me.
And I can go hit play.
Better.
Yeah, I can go hit play and be like, look what my dad was saying. Look, y'all light years behind.
Man,
Catch
and you
up.
know what? There's so many artists that have been beyond their time. One of my favorite groups, Outkast.
Yeah, man. What a great
legendary.
shout out to
Their
Outkast.
videos, their content,
Everything.
like their dress apparel. Like,
Yeah.
people thought they were weird and they were this, they were that. They tried to make it in a colored thing, I think.
Yeah, man.
From when I was growing up.
They were some beautiful
just,
motherfuckers.
And they were definitely something out of this world, something that belonged in a hyperspace, because they definitely molded me and, you know, made me where I'm at today.
And that's heavy, because Outkast is probably one of my favorites.
Man.
So that just kind of made me feel
Together and separate.
Yeah,
together
for sure.
and separate. Like, you know what I mean? They're a force to be reckoned with at any means, and I feel like that's how it should be.
Yeah.
You know, that's us. That's we. That's you know, the collective. You know,
that's right.
And that's really what I want to do in general. As Ace Custom Elite is the design, but Ace Limited is the brand.
Yeah.
And it's limited because we do a little bit of everything: custom designs, you know, curating, you know, styling.
Yeah.
Booking models. I don't even know. There's
Yeah.
so many things that I've just been able to do, promotions and hosting. Just been blessed to have so many dope opportunities. You know, got some dope stuff coming up. I'll be hosting my first pop-up shop as well as being a vendor in August.
That's dope.
So that'll be super tight. You know, I know you got some merch.
Yeah.
So always welcome to bring it to the Ace booth. Any of my people. I have a booth at an event. All my people welcome. You know what I mean? You want to throw a couple T-shirts on there? Let's do it.
Let's
you
do
know,
it,
like, I want to give the platform that's been given to me for so long, that I worked so hard for, that now I want to blast it out to all my peoples and my people's and whoever just ride with me. Like,
I feel
whoever
that.
ready to be in the space case.
I feel that.
But I think that's all the questions I have. Like, pretty straight to the point,
Yeah.
you know, like, it's just a vibe with everything we got going on, all the work we got going, progression, growth. And today I gave you Onyx.
Yeah, shout out to the Onyx
Yeah,
stone.
so hopefully you learn a little bit about that. I just gave
I'ma
it to
look
you
it
because
up.
I do see the strength in you. And like I said, I
Man.
see you as a light guardian. So
That's heavy.
for that, I want to give something to people that come and mess with me. So it's either going to be a red jasper or the Onyx. And today when I saw you and you're all black, you know, and your Lano tee and the gear and everything, I think it just resonated with my soul that the Onyx went with you. So,
And I appreciate it. For real.
you know, shout out to Buggz, shout out to Bright Future, everything here. Like I said, the location, the media, the sound, the idea of Hyperspace is here because of that, and it's just super dope. Like, you want to go tap in with that, go to Bright Future. What is it? Bright Everything.
BrightEverything.com.
brighteverything.com. And then what is yours?
LanoLang.com.
And then AceLTD4L.com.
Yeah.
Everything you need from today will be on those sites, and you can tap in with us, follow us, and
Yeah.
Lano's
Keep up.
album, phenomenal.
Hey,
Phenomenal.
Say that.
It's coming. Watch
Hey.
Say
for
that.
it.
Say that. Let the
It's
people
going
talk.
to be amazing.
Yeah.
Any
Can't
other
wait.
sponsors, Ace?
we got Kys Creations on the face. You know, we got Ace Limited on everything. We got
Yeah.
Bright Future for the location and Lano for the art.
Let's go.